Hey guys, so I wanted to give you an example of a grant presentation that I actually did for the Community Foundation of Henderson County and what type of things you might want to include in your grant presentation. This is not encompassing of all the things I asked of you in your assignment, but this is just a good idea of what it looks like and what you might want to include. So first, you're going to have an introduction slide. So you can see here, this is for the Community Foundation of Henderson County for their grant application. We have the name of the organization, so the Housing Assistance Corporation, and then what program we've actually applied for, so our single family development program, and we're looking for support for that. In the next slide, you want to talk about your organization, provide a brief history and all the things that you have done. So you can see here, the Housing Assistance Corporation is a private nonprofit organization committed to providing safe and affordable housing to persons of low to moderate income living in Henderson County and the surrounding areas. That is the mission statement. Always include the mission statement in your introduction or in your history portion. Then we go on to list the accomplishments. So in the last 33 years, we've built 196 homes, 370 multifamily apartment units, and annually we complete about 200 home repairs every year. And then in 2018, we began expanding our home repair and home ownership programs into Polk and Transylvania counties. Then we get even narrower. So what have we done in the last year? So we talk about our day-to-day programs and how that looked like for the years between 2019 and 2020. Next, you might want to include some pictures that are relevant to your project that kind of provide funders with not only a narrative, but also an image of what you're talking about and the things that you want to accomplish. So here you can see we have some pictures of our apartment units, a home that we've built, some volunteers and homeowners that are on site. This just gives grantors an idea of the people that they're helping and what your project will look like. So what is our project outline? So we're asking for a single family development expansion. So here's our goal. The intent of this project is to provide greater affordable housing opportunities to low and moderate income individuals and families. You can see that's very specific. This expansion will allow Polk and Transylvania counties access to our housing counseling and home ownership programs. Again, what are we going to do? And so what are we committed to? Here you can see that 20 households receive counseling services, 12 households actually apply for a loan, and then 6 households are approved and begin the construction process with HAC. So here are your goals and your objectives and your activities. What are you going to do with this grant? Next, again, add some slides and some pictures that make your project feel real. That's what grantors want to see. They want to know that you are going to be able to help the people you're saying you're going to help. It just adds validity to your project and kind of a touchy-feely versus just data points and words. What is our project impact going to be? You want to outline data points and research about why your project is so important and why grantors should fund you. What area are you going to address through your project? So you can see here, we have data points talking about housing, talking about the different percentages within the area, about why it's important that they have affordable housing, what homeownership means, and then kind of the last point there, showing why your organization should be doing what they're doing and why it's important. In this example, Housing Assistance, the only organization offering these services in Henderson, Polk, and Transylvania County. So basically we're saying without your funding, nobody else is going to be able to help these people in this way. So think about your organization and what makes you unique. Look at that SWOT analysis that we have been doing. Finally, you want to have a funding request outline. So we are asking for $30,000. That number needs to be in there. What are you using that $30,000 for? Well, we're requesting for construction cost overages. And you can see on the right-hand side, we've listed out all the expenses, and we've listed out other sources of funding that are going to help go into this project. So see, we're requesting $30,000 from the Community Foundation and about $875,000 from other sources. So they can see that we also have skin in the game for this project. This was a one-time need, so we didn't really have to have a sustainability plan. This is where you would also include, or on the next slide, your sustainability plan for your project if it's ongoing or an ongoing need. And then finally, a kind of ending slide, a wrap-up slide. You're not going to have a question slide for your assignment, but you might want to add a pointed question at the end or recap what you discussed or make one final push about why your project's so important to the communities that you're serving instead of having a question slide, because at this point in the presentation, the grantor would ask questions back and forth to you, but you won't have that in this assignment. So this was a really quick overview. Your presentation should be roughly 10 to 15 minutes long. Make sure that you are including all the things that I've asked of you in your assignment, that you have a very professional, put together presentation, and that you've rehearsed this and thought about what you're going to do. If you have any questions, please give me an email or a call. I'm happy to help you, and I can't wait to see your presentations.